What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. HVK all day. Let's get it, man. All right, guys. So in today's video, I want to talk about how when you go on SR, you will become more purpose-driven rather than pleasure-driven. What do I mean by this, HVK? Well, let me explain it to you, man. When you are a freaking coomer, when you're watching the hub, when you're drinking, when you're engaging in a lot of low vibrational activities, guys, a lot of instant gratification, a lot of, social media, a lot of how people operate out here, that instant gratification, the instant dopamine without actually, doing anything, that short-term pleasure. You know, society, a lot of people in society, that's how they operate, okay? They're always chasing pleasure in all different types of ways, whether that's the food, junk food, or just mindless entertainment, the hub, casual sex, I guess, um, all types of ways, you know what I'm saying, guys? Getting drunk, getting high, drugs, whatever. You know, when you're in that state, guys, of always just like being focused on the instant gratification, you will never grow in life, man. You will always be dependent on that instant gratification. Okay, so in this video, what I wanted to talk about is that, when you're on SR, you just naturally over time, you stop being so focused on the pleasure of things. You stop being pleasure driven and you start transitioning into being purpose driven. Okay, so what that means is that you're not going to find a lot of things interesting anymore. You're not even going to want to hang out with certain people anymore. You're not going to be wanting to drink anymore. You're not going to be wanting to play video games or just sit at home just like watching TV, basically trying to distract yourself or just trying to find pleasure in anything, right? You will start to become more purpose driven. You will start finding more interest in, the grind, right? Into work, into hitting the gym, into overall bettering yourself, right? Being more purpose driven, being more focused on that delayed gratification. Because that's what it is, man. SR itself is a practice of delayed gratification. You're not like being on SR and then just like seeing results right away. This is something that takes time this is something long term. This is something for the long run. And obviously you could see benefits from within a week, within a month. But when you take this journey serious, guys, you treat it like a lifestyle and you just treat it as, just as a lifestyle, man. You're not seeing it as a challenge anymore. You're just seeing it as a way of life and you see how it's benefiting you as an individual. With that comes a lot of just a different perspective on life, You just stop caring about a lot of things that you might have done. It's kind of like your old self is dying, in a way. It's dying, and it's like that analogy that I've used before in my videos where back then you were just like a worm, right? You're just like a little worm, on that instant gratification, on the hub, all this bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You discover retention, you go into that cocoon, you go on an isolation period for however long, you stop entertaining BS, stop hanging out with a lot of people, stop drinking, stop smoking, stop doing all these instant gratification pleasures. And then all of a sudden you come out of that cocoon and you're just like majestic, you're just totally transformed. And that's how it is on SR, man, because like I said, you just stop being so focused on the things that you might have done back then. Like the things that you might have done back then before SR, you're not going to find interested in it anymore. You're not really going to find interest in it because your mentality, man, your spirit, it's shifting into another dimension pretty much, guys. You're on a higher plane of existence now. SR, it expands your consciousness and it raises your vibration up to a higher plane of existence, man, pretty much because, my thoughts feel very clear sometimes. Like how I'm talking right now in this video, I just feel very clear minded. I feel very present, very stoic. You know, me back then, I wouldn't be able to shoot a video like this and just talk to you guys like that. You know, I would have like anxiety, or I would just be like too in my head. But, you know, this is something that I've noticed, guys. Like, you know, speaking right now is just you feel more clear minded. You know, you don't have the brain fog anymore. You don't feel all foggy from relapsing and just watching all this clutter that's just cluttering your mind. You know, so this is something that you will notice, guys, is like over time, a lot of things that you might have done is just not the same anymore. You know, so on this journey, you will lose a lot of people that you might have hang out with, because they'll be like, oh, let's go drink, you know, let's go to the bar, let's do this, let's do that. Here comes an agent. Oh my gosh. Hold up, guys, let me see if he's gonna say something. Agent Smith over here. Yeah, man, you just overall just feel different as a person, and with that just comes like a different type of perspective. Bro, what's up with bro? The monitoring spirit, guys, it's real. Bro, he seriously walked down the whole parking lot. I'm the only car here. He literally walked down the whole parking lot just to see what I was doing. That's crazy, bro. These monitoring spirits are real, guys. There's a lot of people out there that just kind of want to see what you're up to for no reason. That's crazy, bro. If you're watching this monk mode, I know what you're talking about, bro. I just went through it right now. That's hilarious, but whatever, man. Let's get back into the video. We in our masculine frame, we don't care. Let's get it, man. So what I was saying, guys, is that like, oh yeah, quick thing, be vigilant. You know, always look at your surroundings. So if you ever see me looking around, guys, it's just because I'm just being vigilant. I'm not trying to be weird, you know. I'm not gonna be staring at the camera like this the whole time either, you know. But that's funny though. He literally walked down the whole parking lot just to see what I was doing, and then he just walked right back. Like, I ain't even tripping on that, bro. But you know, damn, what was I talking about? God, see what I'm saying, guys? You just threw me off track. That's crazy. Hold up. Yeah. Anyways, back to what I was saying, guys. That, you know, you will be more purpose driven rather than pleasure driven, and a lot of people, you know, like what I was saying, like if people be hitting you up like, oh, let's go hang out, let's drink, you're not even gonna want to associate with them. And you know, you'll be cutting off a lot of people because they're no longer alignment with you. You know, they're no longer going where you're going. It's kind of like you're splitting paths now. You know, you can't bring people up with you. They either have to elevate with you, or, you know, just, you know, go your own ways. Because if you're on SR, guys, you're leveling up as a person, you're leveling up as a spirit. So the last thing that you want to do is just feel this fire within you and wanting to change, and then just have a lot of you know, gargoyles around you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Martin, guy. Martin, he'd be saying that how as soon as you go on SR, everybody around you starts looking like gargoyles and shit. That's facts though, bro. Like, it just changes your perspective on a lot of things, man. Like, everybody around you just starts looking like gargoyles, freaking zombies, energy vampires, man. They just depleted Coomers. It's facts, man. Like, you just, your whole reality changes, man. You view people, you view everything different, you know, because you're leveling up. I'm not trying to say that as, you know, to bash people, but I just thought of that. It just always stuck with me, man. Freaking Martin, he'd be hilarious talking about everybody around you starts looking like gargoyles. But that's true, man. That I could, you know, that's how it feels like, man. Because, you know, the type of people that you might have hung out with back then, you were on a similar vibration. You know, you were just probably just drinking, probably just smoking, just playing video games around the dirty environment. You know, people that don't really care about themselves, that aren't really trying to level up. You go on SR, man, you just find yourself, you just start leveling up physically, mentally, and spiritually, guys, and you hang around these people that you hung out back then. They're just gonna look totally different. You know, you have a clean lens now. It's almost like before SR back when you were hanging out with them and doing all these things, it's like you had like you had the brain fog, you had like your vision wasn't clear, but this SR journey is a blessing, because with that comes like a lot of shadow work. You just kind of discover yourself, and your mind just feels very renewed. It just feels like you're leveling up mentally and in all areas of your life. So the type of people that you keep around is very important. you know you're not gonna ever see somebody like do you ever see like successful people hanging around just like a bunch of like people that aren't really doing anything for themselves? No, they keep their circle like like-minded individuals. They keep their circle small, they keep their circle to how you are as a person, because who you hang out with has a lot to do with you. There's this one quote that says, show me your friends and I'll show you your future or your life or something like that. And that's facts, man. Like, the type of people you hang out with has a big impact in your life, and it really says a lot about yourself, man. Because if you're like chilling with a bunch of gargoyles, you're gonna be viewed as a gargoyle yourself, or you're just gonna be viewed in a different type of way. Because why would you be hanging out with these type of people? If they're just drinking, they're smoking, they're just playing video games, and you're over here trying to hit the gym, trying to level up, trying to do all these things, it literally doesn't make any sense, man. It's like you're just playing yourself, and you're just kind of sticking around just to, maybe because you've known them for a while. But guys, just let them go. Just let it go and let it flow. It's a lot better to do it that way, because that's how you elevate. And on SR, you love your own company anyways, so even if you have these isolation periods, just know it's for the better. It's just to level you up. It's just to connect you back with yourself and just being on your purpose. Going back to the original topic of this video, is just, yeah, man, you just become more purpose driven. You just become more purpose driven. You stop caring about a lot of things that you might have done, and it just starts feeling forced. A lot of things that I used to do back then, if I would try to do it now, like, it wouldn't be the same. Hanging around these certain people, or just getting drunk, or just going to a party, it just doesn't feel the same, man. It just doesn't align with like my spirit. So when coworkers be trying to invite me to bars, I always decline it. And it's not like I'm thinking that I'm better than them, or I'm just like, you know what I'm saying, that it isn't even like that. It's just that we're on totally different vibrations. And the thing about being on this SR journey is that you could read people like a book. So it's almost like they can't see through you, but you could see right through them, right? They don't know the type of journey that you're on. These regular average individuals that are just kind of like not really trying to level up, they don't really see your growth. I mean, maybe some people will, but they don't know what you've been through, and they don't know that you're currently like in a period of your life where you're like isolated, not isolated, but basically trying to level up. Well, I guess you are isolated in a way because you're working on yourself, but basically you're on your self-improvement journey, you're on your SR journey. So a lot of these people, they're not going to understand. There's no point in like trying to explain it to them. Just be like, oh, I don't do that anymore, and that's it. But you could see how a lot of people operate out here. A lot of people they're just trying to get drunk. They're just trying to chase the instant gratification, the instant pleasure, the instant validation. And on SR, everything changes, man. You don't seek validation from people. You don't seek that instant gratification. You're more delayed gratification. You're more on your self-development journey. So I just wanted to talk about that real quick, guys. I don't want to make the video too long. Had a lot of this is a funny video, guys. It was all over the place. Freaking people just pulling up out of nowhere and shit, and just, it's how it be, man. But we leveling up. Corn free 2023. Let's go. Caffeine free 2023. Alcohol free 2023. Let's get it, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I gotta make a update on the caffeine video, or just what I experienced so far. Not being on caffeine. I'll probably make a 1 month update. But so far it's been great, guys. Like I feel so like amazing. But I'm gonna save that for another video, guys. This video is getting a little long. We're already at 15 minutes, so if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Maintain your frame, retain gang. Woo! Let's go, man. I'm out. Peace.